That's actually where Shigeru Miyamoto got his inspiration for Zelda, is that he played outside.
Wow. Don't all get
He played outside in the mountains and forests.
You make that sound like it's weird.
Yeah, apparently he lived near a forest and just played in it, and that's where he got the idea for Zelda.
I mean, our backyard is a forest.
Yeah, it is.
We never play in it, though.
Yeah, and we only mow like a third of it.
Should I mow this weekend? Like, our grass is deader than dead. There's some spots I could mow, I guess.
Our grass, if you don't know, our grass, like...
They don't know. Nobody. We never talked about
I
this
know, yeah.
until
Well...
now.
Should we talk about how poorly... unless our landlord listens to our podcast.
Maybe he might hear it.
Maybe he might hear it and he'll actually listen, because
Well,
guess what?
here's
Our
the-
lawn is dying!
Here's the thing, though, is like, he cares a little bit.
Well, I don't even know if it's like real caring. Like, so we'll just go back in time. I think it was about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years. No, it's been longer,
No,
dude.
it's
It was like 3 years ago when they started.
The first year that Thane and I lived here, our front yard was a dirt lot. It was like there was patches of weeds and some dirt, and that was basically it. Like, the grass was very non-existent. But then when Cole moved in, I think it was the first year you moved in,
I think it was
right?
the next year.
It was the next year?
So like because I moved in during the summer. I think it was the next summer.
So then you saw the dirt lot. It's just garbage.
Yeah, I saw the dirt lot.
It's just a trash
so
yard.
The next summer, so I think it was 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken, maybe just 2. But regardless, around that time, 2 to 3 years ago, the landlord decided to, I guess, rip up the old grass or the weeds, if you will, and make it nice and plant new grass. But before they did that, they also put in a sprinkler system. And I think I've talked about it somewhere in the past in the channel somewhere, but I used to work for a landscaping company, and we installed sprinkler systems. And so I knew instantly while watching these people install our sprinkler system that they were doing it wrong. They were doing it incorrectly. They were using the wrong type of sprinklers, and frankly, they just did a poor job of it. Just looking at their work, it's very shoddy. And I knew instantly that there was going to be issues. And so they buried it all up. They got it all put together. They planted the grass. The grass starts growing. The sprinklers start leaking, as I expected, and breaking. And honestly, after they got done with all of the leaks and the breaking and everything, the worst part was to begin with was the fact they used the wrong sprinklers. They used sprinklers that are used in flower beds for the entire lawn, so it doesn't water the grass entirely very well at all. And so fast forward to now, we just got out of a nice winter. Our grass was looking pretty decent. And then the summer hit, and they didn't turn on the water. Right from it got pretty hot pretty quick, and the landlord never turned on the sprinklers or never got them going. Granted, he never told us how to do it either, so we couldn't have done it ourselves.
And he's never once asked us.
He's never asked us. I mean, we'd be very willing to do it. We mow the lawn. Why not put on the sprinklers too? And I'm sure if we wanted to, we could probably figure it out. It's just... it's not ours, so we're not going to touch it.
At least give us some instructions, like, hey, here's the instructions in case anything goes wrong.
About a month or so into the blazing heat of summer, by the time the lawn was already dead, basically, he started to turn on the sprinkler. And of course, it has issues, as it does every single year, because they did such a shoddy job. He got a cheap company to do it that did a crappy job, and it just didn't go very well. And then fast forward to like a week or two ago, the lawn's dead. Like, the sprinklers will come on every now and then, and where the sprinklers come up, it's green a little bit, like in a small circle around each of the heads, sprinkler
it's
heads.
Bad.
And like that's growing there, but everywhere else it's basically dead. And then they put fertilizer on it, thinking that's going to help, but fertilizer doesn't help unless the lawn is alive.
I remember they left a note, hey, we fertilized your lawn.
It's like giving food to a dead guy.
It's like, great, that's like stuffing apples in a dead guy thinking he's going to come back to life.
It's not good. It really isn't. And like just Saturday night, our landlord texts us, hey, I have the sprinklers set to go on at 7 a.m. in the morning or whatever. Can you check if they work or if they're going on? And sure enough, they were going on, so we let him know. He never texted me back, by the way. He never said, okay, thank you. He just left me on red, I'm assuming. And we have a dead lawn, and there's nothing we can do about it, so we don't know if we should mow it anymore because it's not really growing.
It's not even a lawn. It's
It's-
like it's becoming a dirt lot again.
Well, it's not dirt. It's still, like, dead grass.
Yeah. Here's the thing. On the corners of the lawn, where I, like, mow it, and sometimes it'll rip it up because the blades might, like, just go in deeper or something. Like, there's parts where the lawn looks ripped up because the grass is just not watered properly, and it's just patches of where the...
Well, anyone, like Cole already mentioned, anyone can come look at our lawn and be like, yeah, that's where the sprinklers spray because it's green.
Yeah, it's you can tell the pattern where they have the sprinklers, but they put the wrong sprinklers in.
And then
it
we
doesn't
need,
work.
like, some of those sprinklers that go out in the lawn, that go, like, in the... Oh, sorry,
Oh my
excuse me.
gosh, it's like
That
a
was a demon
dinosaur.
burp.
A demon.
They need to go in there, like, goes in the center and, like, gets it out
They have
more.
them in the center.
They do?
They do. They put the wrong sprinklers in. That's the problem.
You're
They put the
right.
sprinklers in that shoot.
They
like,
fan
They
out.
fan out in a circle.
but
What
the
they
radius
needed-
isn't very good.
The radius isn't great. It's because they're for flower beds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they need is the ones that pop out and like shoot a single spray. No, not that.
that one.
Get out of here. They don't do that in lawns. The ones that pop out and shoot a single jet and they spin in circles.
Yeah.
That's what they need. That's what
Yeah,
all lawns need.
The big boys, the big dukes.
Well, yeah, because they shoot the water like this. The big guys. Like the single, like, it
The
shoots
single
out
jet?
single, but then it falls this way is what I'm saying.
It falls in a line. That's
Yeah.
why it spins in circles.
Yeah.
And it shoots far too.
Yeah.
That's why it works. Yeah, the ones you're talking about, they put those like attached to your hose and stuff. They're very different.
Those are the ones I always had to carry around the lawn. Actually, we had these weird ones made out of PCP pipe and like a little sprinkler head, like, and we just go around, and they did the job pretty well, but we had to like lift them up and
Manually
carry
move
them.
them.
Yeah. But now my dad has this nice sprinkler system that actually works. Actually keeps his lawn.
Yeah, sprinkler systems are awesome when they work.
Yeah, when they're not the wrong ones, not just for the little flower beds on the side.
And the biggest problem, honestly, what it comes down to is that the landlord is not interested in putting money into the place that we live in at all. If they don't have to put money into it, they won't. And so they will get the cheapest things to do the cheapest job. And that's why they got these crappy flower bed sprinklers for a lawn, because they are far cheaper than the other ones. If I don't remember the exact prices, but the other ones are, say, $25 a head. These ones are probably $5 to $10 a head. They're far cheaper.
Well, and I think our window saga, if anything.
Oh
is-
yeah, that
tells
was
the
the
tale of
that explained for sure that he just
the
gets
window
cheap
saga.
stuff.
Yeah, with that lady who like didn't walk around with like a or like
she
a,
walked
just a
around in our house with her sports bra on. Like, weird. You're doing a job, and I know it's effing hot, but like, lady, you're sweaty and half naked
like
in our
wear a
home.
loose shirt or something.
In like all reality, I can't necessarily blame our landlord for not putting a lot of money into this place. It's not him living here.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to deal with it. It's not
and
that big of a
that's like a typical landlord.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like it doesn't affect us all that much. We don't really necessarily care. The windows, like, it would be nice to have some of the stuff that would be better. Like our shower head, for example, that's just an annoying thing. But, like, it's not the end of the world, and so that's why it's just fun to complain about it and see why it's bad as it is, because everything was cheap.
And the thing is, too, though, like, I mean, and I think I can speak for all three of us, and we kind of care about the lawn just because it looks terrible, but it's like at the same time.
I feel a little embarrassed sometimes when I'm walking in and out and people see me, when they realize that, oh, that's the person that lives there and that's their lawn.
Yeah, but it's
I
like,
feel a little bit embarrassed.
I don't care enough to do anything about it. What good do we do anyway?
And if someone comes and asks, be like, that we're renting this house, it's our landlord.
Well, no one will ask you.
Yeah.
That's like, it's almost
It's like,
like
oh, you got a nice lawn there. It's like, yep.
You mean this dirt lot?
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
don't
sad.
know. It's just like I don't. If he doesn't care, I don't care. It's kind of. I mean, we've talked
I
about that
kind of
before.
wish he
amongst us.
would, so it looked
Well, and that's what I'm
nice.
saying though. Like he cares a little bit because he like at least turns the sprinklers on and asks us if they're working. But like, I literally feel like we're just watering dirt at this point.
I was shook that he didn't
Texted you?
respond to me.
Oh.
That he like after I said that they were working, I was shook he didn't say anything back. I'm gonna double check. I don't think I got any messages back from him saying like, "Oh yeah, thanks for checking for me." Oh yeah, yep, nope, no messages. Never mind.
Wow.
Nothing.
And, you know, he's probably a busy guy. Like I'm sure
He's
this
probably
is
got
his-
other houses maybe.
maybe this is just his side gig. Because I talked to him once, and I think that this is his mom's house or grandma or something. Some lady died in this house, and it.
So that's why
became
we
this.
hear bumps in the ceiling at night.
Yeah, definitely a ghost.
Yeah. If you don't
Not
know,
me.
If you don't know, we hear bumps. We hear. I think it's just the pipes like compressing or uncompressing.
Yeah, some pipe is compressing or uncompressing.
Oh my gosh. No, it's just
No, it's just a ghost.
it's these bumps.
He's gonna call me.